Evening, everybody. Welcome in. I know I'm a couple of minutes late, but I just got in from work. As you can tell, the sun is melting me from way down here in the south. I see you laughing up there. But yeah, welcome. I've not done a video for a long time. The sun is burning my eyes, so you have to make do with the shades. I got my list ready for me. I've got guests in the background waiting. We got our usual tutor of the channel. We got Liverpool fan Ruby in. And that is the wrong. There we go. And also making his debut on the channel, we got Vincey. Welcome in.
You right?
How are we all doing?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Yeah. How are you?
Hot. Hot. Very hot.
Tell me about it.
Oh God. So yeah, Premier League predictions. Beforehand, Dan, comments below. Yeah, you know the thing. Yep, I'm losing my words. It's got to me already. Leave your comments down below. As also when the video is over, there's links down there. Join the Discord. Donate if you wish. Do like, sub, and share around for everybody. But yeah, other than that, jump straight into it. Seasons fast approaching. We're getting our pre-seasons on the way. Don't want to mention a certain 4-0 to Man United. But other than that, we got the season's about to start. So we've got our 20 teams that are going to be in. We have Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, and Fulham coming up from the Championship. So how do you reckon their first season's going to go before we predict a place for them?
Who's going to go?
Anybody go first.
Well, I think they may struggle because obviously they're not used to like the way the Premier League goes because it's all fast paced. So I think because half of their team is mostly all players from the lower league, from the Championship coming up to the Premier League, I think a lot of their players are going to struggle to keep up. But with the new players, I'm hoping that they do help out the team to boost them up. So, well, just have to wait and find out.
Yeah. I mean, I think Forest to do the best out of the teams that have come up. They seem to have improved quite a lot. They've spent a lot of money. And, you know, they've got players like Brennan Johnson, who I'd have taken at Newcastle, to be honest, for that. For one of those wing positions. He's a quality little player. So, yeah, I can see Forest doing all right. But Fulham, as we all know, have a tendency to be a bit of a yo-yo team. So does Bournemouth. And Bournemouth haven't signed anyone yet, to my knowledge. So I see them really struggling, to be honest.
Yeah, well, seen the last time Fulham went up, they spent like over 100 mil, went straight back down. Bournemouth spent a good 5 seasons in the Prem, I think it was, before they went down. Only because Villa never turned their VAR on. If they did, Bournemouth would have stayed in the league. They would have stayed in that league.
Yeah, we won't mention who was Bournemouth manager when they went down.
I don't know who that guy was. I really don't. Steve Bruce? No, it can't be Steve Bruce. No,
it might have been.
Yeah. But yeah, right. We're going to work from the bottom up. So 20th position, Ruby. Who's going to finish rock bottom of the league?
I've got a feeling it's going to be between Bournemouth and Fulham. Unfortunately, it's going to be between one of those two or Everton.
Which one? If you had to pick, which one finishes 20th?
Everton. Because Everton have pretty much just lost their best player for 60 mil.
And he's suspended for the start of the season for throwing a flare.
Yeah.
Vincey, who do you think is going to finish rock bottom?
I've put Bournemouth. All the reasons I just mentioned. They've not signed anyone yet, and you need to if you're going to come up into this division.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think this. We started off. We all three of us have a different opinion. I've actually gone for Fulham to finish bottom.
Ooh.
It just sends me straight back to they spent so much last time, went straight down.
Yeah,
Even though when we was with Brucey, we had like a 12-point gap between them, and they caught up so fast, nearly overtook us. But yeah, I'm going for Fulham to finish bottom.
Yeah,
So we've gone Everton, Bournemouth, and Fulham for our 20th positions.
Is it still Scott Parker at Fulham?
No, Scott Parker's at Bournemouth now.
Oh,
No, isn't it?
You've got Marco
Silva.
Silva. Yeah, Marco Silva's at Fulham.
I thought so.
Daniil, long time no see. Welcome in. Hope you're well. 19th. Vincey, you can go first on this one. Who do you think's going 19th?
Oh, I've gone controversial here. I've gone Brentford.
Ooh.
I reckon second season syndrome's going to hit them. Towards the second half of the season, you could sort of see teams had sussed out what they were doing until Ericsson came in. There wasn't really any creativity in that team, and I just think that they're going to struggle to replace him. So,
yeah, I mean, you've always got that second season curse. I did take that into consideration, but I think they may have the players to possibly survive that. Ruby, who are you going for?
I'm probably going to say Bournemouth. In that
Bournemouth?
position. Like before, when they first came up, they proved a lot of teams wrong, and they were a bit like Burnley when they first came up. They were a bit like, don't talk us down, we're here to battle, and they were in the Premier League for quite a long time until season just finished. So I can see Bournemouth doing well in the first half of the season and then just going downhill from there.
Well, again, we've chosen different teams. I've gone for Forest, unfortunately. As great as it is to finally see a different team in the Premier League, I don't think they may have what it takes to stay in the league. But they could surprise me. Brentford surprised me when they started the season with a 2-0 win over Arsenal, so anything could happen.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The final relegation spot, I've gone 18th place. I've gone for Everton. So, Ruby, you've gone for the final relegation spot.
I'm going to say Fulham.
Fulham for you?
Because like every single time they come up, they go straight back down again. They're a bit like Norwich, to be honest. Like once they come up, they do absolutely dog crap, but they manage to surprise a few big teams. Like they beat Man City, didn't they, last season? Somehow out of nowhere. So, but you never know. Anything could happen this season.
Exactly, anything can happen. Forest could be this coming season's Brentford. Who knows? If they get off to... Well, hopefully they don't get off to a good start because they got us the first game of the season. So, if they can get off to a good start after the first game of the season, then, yeah, okay, we'll let them have that one. Vincey, who's your final relegation spot?
I agree with Ruby. I've gone Fulham. I just think that they've not got the quality, really. I mean, I like Mitrovic, obviously, for reasons we all know. He played for us, but he's never really cut it in the Premiership. And he's the man that they're going to constantly rely on. And I just don't see it. And without Fabio Carvalho, I don't know. I think they'll struggle.
It's gone to that one over there.
Yeah, he's a good player. I really rate him. I think he's going to do good things for you guys.
Especially now that he's linked up with his good old friend Harvey Elliott now at Liverpool. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's going to be a strong partnership in midfield.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
But I can only see him starting in probably the cup games. I can see him becoming a bench, like being on the bench a few times. But in the cup games, I can see him starting in the cup games.
I can see him like the first few games before the World Cup, maybe couple of games after the World Cup, he'd be in and around the first team just to sort of let some players get some rest and build up fitness for that. But yeah, I think he's going to do good things. It'll be, like you said, a sporadic player throughout the season, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a few goals and assists here and there.
Oh yeah.
Carl, welcome in. I think Leeds will struggle. No Phillips or Rafinha. Has Rafinha gone now?
Yeah. Apparently everything's agreed with Barcelona, and he's been picked. Their official Twitter page had posted something about him as well. I didn't read what it was, but it looked like an announcement. So.
Oh wow! I didn't even hear nothing about that.
Yeah. There's rumours they're meant to be getting a cash injection of 300 million or something along those lines in next week, which is when they're going to finalise that, the Lewandowski deal, Azpilicueta. How they're managing it, I have no idea. But,
they're like $1.5 billion in debt, and yet they're affording these players. How is this happening?
Yeah.
Why isn't Everton getting a points deduction for breaking FFP?
Yeah. Well, there you go, mate. It's one rule for some teams, isn't it?
But yes, I do think Leeds may struggle. They haven't. I mean, Phillips and Rafinha, top players.
Didn't they just sign that guy from America? What's right back? I think it was. I don't know.
Tyler Phillips. Oh no, wait. He came from Germany, didn't he? He's an American though. Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
They've signed a lot of Americans because of Jesse Marsh, haven't they? So.
Yeah. But is it going to be like I think it was a Swansea situation with Bob Bradley?
Yeah. Well, it's a soccer team now, isn't it? It's not a football team.
Yeah. It's soccer.
So that's the relegations sorted out. So 18th to 20th is Everton, Forest, and Fulham. Ruby, you went for Fulham, Bournemouth, and Everton. Obviously, you'll go Everton rock bottom.
Of course.
Vince, you went for Fulham, and those other two.
Brentford and
Bournemouth. Yeah, Brentford and Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Well, at least two of you agreed on your 18th position. 17th, we go to Ruby. Who's 17th?
I think Crystal Palace. Because I've not seen this. Because I'm looking at the transfers on BBC Sport. I've not seen them sign anyone at all.
As an American, I will not tolerate any lead slander whatsoever.
But yeah, I can see Palace is going to struggle because they're going to have the exactly same team, and they're going to know what sort of tactic Patrick is going to use. The same players, so yeah, I can see they might struggle.
I thought they had a pretty decent season last season. It actually makes a change because where they're all the criticism saying that the Premier League has never had or never given a black manager a chance, and they've never actually done that well in the league. And I think Patrick Vieira's had done a pretty decent job at Palace.
Oh yeah, especially taking over Roy.
I think it sort of makes him look worse when you compare him to what Eddie Howe did in half a season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think they blew their budget as well by signing so many players last season.
Oh well, yeah, and haven't they released like 3/4 of the squad as well this season?
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me if they did. I'd have to ask my dad. My dad's a Palace fan. Vince, who you got for 17th?
I got Leeds. I think they've just narrowly missed going down, but obviously everyone knows the reason why. Rafinha's gone, Calvin Phillips has gone. They've signed some lads in, good players, potentially. Yeah, I've not seen too much of them. I don't really know. I know Tyler Phillips is a good player, but when it comes to replacing Rafinha, I just don't see it. And yeah, I think they're going to struggle.
Okay, 17th. I've gone for Bournemouth.
Ooh.
So I think they just might, especially if they, I don't know, they could possibly take Matt Ritchie back. He has been linked with them on a couple of occasions, so Ritchie could return now. So he'll have that Premier League experience, even though he's old. But I don't know. I think Scott Parker, given the right team, he can keep a team up. I just thought the Fulham squad just wasn't gelling, especially spending so much money, bringing so many players in. You're not going to give them the chance to gel as a team. So he could have a chance with Bournemouth. He's had a little while with them now. 16th. Let's see. Who's going 16th?
Got Everton. I would like them lower, but I think the fact that they've got so much money from, the sale of Richarlison, they're probably going to buy one or two players, but yeah, I don't see them finishing any higher, to be honest. The only reason the teams are below them is because they've just been promoted, and well, the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? You always predict the guys that have just come up to go back down again. So yeah, but if I had my way, they'd be rock bottom.
Well, yeah. I still haven't relegated. Really wanted them to get relegated last season. They came so close.
They got so lucky.
It was painful.
So lucky.
So lucky. I can't believe it. Ruby, who's 16th for you?
I'm probably going to say maybe... I don't know. I'm probably going to say Southampton.
I've gone Southampton as well.
Because since Lampert left Southampton have been so... They've been like that, really. They've been off and on.
They had a very strong side before Liverpool came in and brought half of it.
The worst one was buying Ricky Lambert.
Well, yes.
That was the worst one to... I don't even know why we even went in for him in the first place. He was old, slow, couldn't shoot for shit.
I was going to say Morgan Freeman, but I was like, he's not a Southampton player. I meant Morgan Schneiderlin. That was Southampton. But yeah, I've gone for Southampton as well for 16th. They're not as good as they used to be. Potch also done well with them before he went, and then you had Ronald Koeman did well with them before, and then he left. They've had the decent managers, but now, yeah, I think Hasenhüttl's done pretty well with them. He's actually stayed longer than most managers.
Oh yeah,
just he's had a couple of 9-0s.
I don't know. I wouldn't give him too much longer. If he messes up start of the season, I reckon Poch could be in for a return there.
Well, yeah.
He's been relieved now, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a free agent there now.
Yeah, and obviously managers like going back to what they know, so it could be a good shout for them and him.
Just make sure once Lampard goes, he doesn't go to Everton.
To be honest, though, I can see Everton trying to keep tabs on Lampard. To be honest, they might even try and do a contract with him, but who knows? Anything could happen.
Yeah, this is it.
I don't know. Lampard struggled last season.
To be honest, I don't really rate Lampard that highly as a manager.
No, he got given teams that were no chance of getting relegated. Apart
Honest,
from Derby now, but Derby then were pretty strong.
Yeah, but to be honest, I think Lampard went the wrong route into management. Like, he should have done a lower league team, lower than the Championship at least, or go to a different country.
Should have done like a Gerrard type, one of Scotland or something.
Or a Rooney, like he's gone to America for the MLS, hasn't he? So
no one cares about Rooney. Can't stand the bloody player. Oh, to think
Granny
once
Jagger.
we were at a bidding war with Man United to try and sign him.
Granny Jagger.
Oh, technically it is. 15th. Let's see, that's me. That is. I've gone for Brentford for 15th. I think they had a good season last season, and if they can keep it up, I don't see them doing as well. Well, probably doing as well. But yeah, I think they'll just uh,
Smidge it.
keep themselves afloat and stay. It's got, yeah, as always, yeah, the second season syndrome are kick in, but I think they got enough about them. Providing they bring in the right players. If they ain't going to keep Ericsson now, he's apparently done a verbal agreement with Man United, hasn't he?
Yep. Which I think is not a good thing because I reckon he won't even start. He'll probably just be on the bench because he's got other players ahead of him. He's got Fred. He's got Fred in front of him.
Fred, wow, world beater.
Yeah, and the second best Bruno in the league as well.
Oh, yeah. We could do him. Yeah, second best. Yeah. Vincey, 15th.
I've gone Forest.
Forest.
I reckon they'll surprise. I think they'll do a Brentford. Essentially, I think they'll do what Brentford did last year and surprise a few people. Money they've spent, they need to do something. To be honest with you, I mean, you don't spend that kind of cash and anticipate failure really, especially with that striker they brought in. That I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but he tore it up over in Germany. So yeah, they could do quite well this season.
Ruby, 15th.
I'm going to say Brighton.
Ooh.
Brighton. Yeah, I think...
That's the first thing I said when he first put it on. Looks like a halogen heater.
Like, yeah, I think they're another team that hasn't really done any like transfer business, as I've not seen anything from Brighton doing any transfer business. But you don't know, like they might have kept all their business low, so no one doesn't detect. But yeah, I think. Where did they finish last season? Just finished.
I can't even remember.
Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, right, yeah, Brighton though, yeah. That's what I mean. Graham Potter's done bits with them. Definitely been the right manager choice for them. He's definitely on the way up.
Oh god, yeah, he's so good.
I was one place. They finished 16th last season, so yeah, I'm keeping 15th.
That's not a bad shout.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. 14. Ruby, 14.
14th. I'm going to say Leeds. The 14th. I think. Because don't they have Rodrigo still? Did they get rid of him? Or was he on loan?
He was on loan from Real Madrid, wasn't he? No.
No, they signed. Is this the lad that they signed from Valencia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Rodrigo, who scored against City in the Champions League.
No, I think that Rodrigo lad's still there. But they'll probably cash in on him. To be honest, they're doing it with everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Waiting to bring in the next Josie Altidore.
Yeah.
Bring in another American.
Freddie Adu.
Might as well go raid Norwich for Josh Sargent.
I think, to be honest, like I don't think Bamford won't do that well. He's not really been a proven goal scorer in the Premier League. Like, he's always been a goal scorer in the Championship. He's just like
feel like Mitro.
Jason's favourite striker of all time.
Don't you fucking dare say him. Don't you fucking dare say our number 20.
What's the
What, Twig?
Broken Branch. Don't you fucking dare say his name.
But it's the same story, to be honest. Like, he hasn't really proved. Yeah, he has scored a few goals now and then, but he's not really been proven. Really. So yeah, I could see Leicester 14th.
Lindsay, 14.
Southampton. The only reason I've put them 14th is because I already put every other team below them, and I couldn't find a space for Southampton lower. So that's the only reason, really.
Fuck's Christopher Compost. Okay. Yeah. 14th. I've gone for Villa.
Ooh.
I don't think Villa's going to do as... Oh, yeah. They started off okay when Gerrard joined, and then their form went straight downhill.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't see them being near the relegation zone, but I don't see them any higher than about 14th, so I've gone 14th for them. 13th, Vinci.
Palace. So it's roughly where they finished last season. They've not improved. They've not worsened. I just see them staying where they were, to be honest. So, yeah.
As I did a mistake, Palace did not finish in that. That was season before. Before last season. So yeah, my mistake there.
Sinclair Award on the horizon, I think.
Crap.
Who's your 13th?
I'm gonna go Villa, to be honest.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, they did well when Gerrard came in, but as you said, their form just completely went dog shit, pretty much. And then it kind of came back up again.
Like the mic.
Yeah. But like, yeah, their form was up and down all the time. But yeah, I can see them being 13th.
I went for Palace.
Hey.
Yeah, we actually got one. Yeah, Palace. I mean, yeah, all my families are a Palace supporter. So
Apart from you.
apart from me, I'm the odd one out. I chose the black and white over the whatever colours they are, bruised.
Good taste.
But yeah, so I always rub it in my face when we beat Palace. Especially about a couple of seasons ago when we had Mikel Merino. He scored the one goal when we beat Palace 1-0 of that header. So what did I do? Got the new Newcastle shirt, put Mikel Merino on the back of it and his number, and I just haunt him with it every single time. But I never forget that cheeky little back heel from Patrick Kluivert what he did against Palace.
Oh, yeah.
That cheeky little back heel he did. 12th. I have gone for Leeds for 12th.
Ooh.
That's quite high up.
Their first season, they did pretty well. Second season, they dipped. I feel they shouldn't have got rid of Bielsa. I feel he is a great manager, but obviously, time has moved on. They needed to change their form of depth, but I still think they can do a good job. So yeah, I've gone 12 for them. Vinci, 12.
Brighton.
Brighton.
I like them. I like Graham Potter. I think they can do good things. I know, obviously, they've sold Bissouma, but the way that club's been run from top to bottom, they've probably got a ready-made replacement from the academy coming straight through for him. So, yeah, no, I think they'll do well.
Do you know what? I completely forgot that they got rid of him. I completely forgot. I generally forgot.
They used to have this bloke called Dan Ashworth, I think, something like that. I don't know.
I think I've heard of him.
Ruby 12th.
I'm going to say Wolves.
Wolves.
Yeah. Like, they shouldn't have got rid of Nuno.
Yes.
They should not have got rid of him. Like, some of the players, yeah, they're all right, but I just think they might struggle, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because didn't they get rid of their goalkeeper? Or was that season before?
Which one?
Portuguese.
Oh, the Portuguese Portuguese one.
He's Portuguese.
The really old one, the one they got from Sporting Lisbon, I think it was.
Yeah. He left, didn't they? They got Jose Sarr instead.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to bug me now. What's his bloody name?
Oh, we used to sign him on Football
Rui
Manager.
Patricio.
That's it. Yeah, Portuguese one.
Because they originally got him for free because Sporting Lisbon had to have a mass clear out, but then they ended up having to pay Sporting Lisbon some money for him. Yeah. So, yeah, okay.
But yeah, like getting rid of him, yeah, he was good, but I think he's just too old for the Premier League, to be honest. How old was he? Like 30, 35, 36? He was quite old.
Must have been on his pension, I think.
Wait, isn't Yao Moutinho like 36?
Yeah.
37?
Something like that, yeah.
Isn't Cristiano Ronaldo like 68?
I thought that was Dan.
What's got into Man United though? Signing old players, Cavani, Ronaldo, Ibrahimovic. What is with the old players of late? Same with you, Ruby. 11.
I'm going to say West Ham.
Okay, they finished in the European place, so why they dropped so low?
I think they might struggle because, again, I haven't seen them sign anyone really. I look at the transfer news every day, and I haven't seen anything from them at all. As what I know anyway, but yeah, I just think they might struggle. Apart from they did sign Aurelio, I think it was. Aguero,
centre back, wasn't he? They signed that centre back.
Yeah. Patricio left Wolves 33-34 now and won European trophy with Jose. Had a great season at Roma.
There you go. Yeah. The only thing I will say with West Ham as well is, aren't they rumoured to be nicking that Scamacca off of from under PSG's nose, because PSG won't pay what Sassuolo want for him, and West Ham are ready to offer like 50 million for him. So it's
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, PSG, I don't think they're going to try and sign anyone because, well, they've got to pay Lionel Messi's wages, which is like God knows how much. Got to pay Neymar's as well. Now they got to pay Mbappe's new contract, which is like probably in the fucking billions.
Well, it also depends because Mbappe has a control over transfers, because so he can bring in. He's got a stake in the club. He's director of football. He could probably be the manager as well. He's going to send himself off. He'll probably be the ref for one of the match eventually. These contracts are stupid.
They are getting stupid now, to be honest. Like it's the same like on FN. like you don't have the choice of that option in a player's contract. You do not get that option.
Exactly. Oh,
Mm.
yeah, I'll let you sign. You can be the assistant manager whilst I go away on holiday. 11th,
Fuck your team,
Vincey.
On for Wolves.
Wolves.
Yeah. It's again, it's around the same position they finished last season. They've not improved. They've not got worse. That's it.
I think
Yeah.
I think the biggest mistake was getting that Silver, because he hasn't proven himself. Yeah, he's 18, 19, but he hasn't really proven himself. They need to send him out on loan so he can get actual proper game time, because he's always on the bench, doesn't really get used. So
Yeah.
he's just wasting away on the bench. Send him out on loan, and get some game time, because you got Jimenez as well. That's ahead of him. He's a cracking player. Still at like, how old is he? Like 29, 30 now?
31.
And he's still a cracking player.
He is an amazing player.
Like even after having his horrendous head injury last season. Don't know why you can't hear me. I haven't changed anything on on my microphone.
11th, I've gone for Brighton for 11th.
Is this better?
I've gone for a Brighton to be 11th. But yeah, Graham Potter is a perfect fit for them. They've got a great team. They've got a great togetherness of them. Graham Potter knows what he's doing. I can see them falling down the pecking order now that they've lost Ashworth. I don't know who Ashworth has gone to now, but I can see them falling down the pecking order.
I think I might know.
It might have been Man City. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check on that one. But yeah. I just think Brighton for me, they're a mid-table team. I can't see them being higher or lower than that. They'll always remain a mid-table team, so they're fully established Premier League side. 10th, we go with Vincey. Who we got for the top 10?
I've got Leicester.
Leicester.
They were poor last season, really poor. With all the rumours of Tielemans leaving, they're not going to replace him. They're not going to replace him with another player like him, are they? Let's face it. He's when he's on his game, he is really, really bloody good. But I don't know. Vardy's another year older. And they've got Iheanacho and Daka as the two subs for that position. I mean, I like Daka, but yeah, I can't see too much happening with that team, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Daka's too overhyped. Like he's got the pace, but a bit like Newcastle's Saint
Maxi.
ASM,
yeah, exactly like him. Yeah, he's got the pace. He just can't finish it.
Yeah.
Like at the start of last season, I think Daka didn't he get like a hat trick, and that was it. He didn't score for probably like the rest of the season.
A bit like Salah, really, from last season. I know. Even you've raged at him last season during games.
I did. To be honest,
last season he got
against
quite
Spurs,
selfish
Spurs.
last season.
He cost us that game, and that was the game that was the title decider.
He got quite selfish last season. He was getting a bit too big for his boots, and now he's been offered an even bigger contract. So just think what he's going to be like this season.
Well, yeah, he signed it.
Still think you should have kept Mane.
No,
Mane over Salah, yeah.
but to be honest, Mane actually did want it to go. Like he achieved everything already. So,
Yeah.
but going to Bayern, I think that was probably a big mistake there. To be honest.
It's a guaranteed cert to get a league title, though, isn't it? I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely. But you can say that about like going to France, going to PSG, or who else is there?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't think if you went to Italy, you'd have the same sort of opportunity. You've got four teams there, haven't you? Really, and AC, Inter, Juventus, and Roma.
Well,
Spain,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like Juve, I think they did crap last season. They weren't at their best last season. Like, didn't AC Milan win the title last season? They did so much better, and they've got like a big, tall pensioner striker.
Zlatan.
like even he's become not that good anymore. Well, to be honest, I'd never really rated him that highly anyway. I think he was too big for his own boots, to be honest. He's always been too cocky of a player. I think he's higher than the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, and all that. I'm like, nah, nowhere close to it, mate.
That's the type of thing you want to be seeing. You want to see leagues that have multiple teams challenging for the thing. Not like in Scotland, you just got Rangers and Celtic. In here, in the Premier League, you just got the top six, or just mainly Man City and Liverpool that are battling it out. Or in France, you just got PSG. But then if you look back, 10 years ago or something, Italy, they had
so
Lazio were challengers, Fiorentina were challengers, Inter, AC,
Napoli.
Napoli,
so
many teams.
I just remembered I can't call Napoli anymore. I gotta call him Nipoli.
God. 10th, Ruby 10th.
I'm gonna say Newcastle.
Bitch.
I think they're gonna struggle, to be honest. Not defensively. If Wilson gets injured, you're done for.
Not defensively if Wilson gets injured. Wilson doesn't play defense.
Yeah, like but you know what I mean.
Yeah. We're not going to fall. We're not going to fall back on some plank that can't score.
Yeah. No, to be fair, I get what you mean on that front. If we don't sign a couple of attackers, then 10th probably would be fair. But as long as we get a decent cup run with that, I'd be relatively happy with that, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah.
10th place for me. I've gone for Wolves for my 10th place. Yeah, again, I think Nuno was a bit harsh. Should have kept him, but I think Bruno Lage has done pretty well with him. He's actually lasted longer than I expected. It took him a little bit of time to get the team going, but when he did, they started pulling off some good results. So he could be the right choice for him. I don't see him getting further up the league, and probably just hitting the 10 mark or lower. Can't see him getting many above 10, but yeah. 9th. I've gone for Newcastle to finish 9th. Just because I don't want immediate success. That's where most fans are going to get to the point where they're going to argue about that. They want to have success. They want to have trophies. They want this and that. Now we've got owners. We've got money. Me, I just want to have a bloody season where we don't have a relegation scrap for once. Just to have one season without a relegation scrap.
Yeah, I was going to say for once.
I want to have just a good season. I don't even... Well, I do care if we have a cup run, but I don't really care that much if we don't have a cup run. Just to have a season and be in the in a position where we're not having to just constantly look over. Well, Steve Bruce quote: "Look over our shoulders." Just to focus on that bloody relegation zone. Just a season without a threat would just make my day. If we finish in the European place, great. If we finish maybe 10th, 11th, fine. But I just want a season without a relegation scrap.
Yeah.
9th, Vincey.
I got Villa. They made some smart signings. I hate them. I hate them with a passion, but I didn't feel like incurring the wrath of Villa Watch on Twitter by putting them any lower. So I thought, 9th, don't come for me, guys. But yeah, no.
How do you think they feel about me putting them 14th?
That's right. It's deflected away from me, so I'm all right. Yeah, no, I mean, Diego Carlos, obviously, we were looking at him for a while, and yeah, I know it was our backup option for Sven Botman. So obviously, Botman's better, let's face it, because he's younger, and Diego Carlos has a tendency to get a red mist, but him, Boubacar Kamara, both good players, very defensive, so solidifies that back line for them. And Coutinho, obviously, that was just good business to get him in. I'm still not sold on Gerrard as a manager, but
no.
Yeah, we'll see how they go.
Ruby, 9th.
I think I'm gonna go Leicester. I feel like if they can keep Jamie Vardy fit, I think he might. Like once Jamie Vardy's fit, he could be quite deadly when he's kept fit. Like, yeah, he's like 30. You know, he's got to be about 80 now, isn't
he? Yeah, he comes running on the pitch with a Zimmer frame.
And partying.
How do you think he got the Zimmer frame?
I'm not even going to question that.
Staying with you for 8th. Who do you think's 8th?
Do you know what? I haven't even mentioned them yet. Brentford.
8th?
Yeah. Do you know
what? What you've been drinking.
Do you know what? I completely forgot about them. That's why
we're 10th. We're 10th.
We're 10th and you're putting Brentford 8th.
They just completely out of my head. So
wait till Dan fucking watches this back.
That's if he even knows about this stream.
Oh my god! I've posted it out enough times.
That's just a mistake on my end. I completely forgot about Brentford.
No. Vincey, 8th.
Oh, you've gone for us, Newcastle. I think we are outside contenders for Europe. I don't think we'll get Europe. I'd like to think we would, but I don't think we will. I think we're a couple of attackers away from being a European team. I mean, if we got somebody like Diaby in and somebody like, I don't know who somebody Amine Gouiri from France, if we could get him in, both quality players would get us into that. But I don't see us getting anything like that now. Obviously, the rumours earlier were saying that it was Jack Harrison and Broha we're looking at, which kind of drops you down the table a couple of places. So 8th would be good for us, I think.
Whatever you do, don't mention the 2x4 plank of because I believe Dean is also a New Zealand guy. And, the 2x4 non-goal scorer, non-existent guy. Just don't mention.
I so want to mention his name now.
8th, yeah, I've gone for Leicester for 8th for me. I think they're oh god. Didn't say his name. Didn't say his name. Quick, think of another Kiwi. That was a good player. I can't think of any players.
I don't think there ever has been one apart from. Yeah.
For some reason, I want to say Brett Emerton, but he was Australian.
Yeah, don't mix them up.
No.
Yeah.
I won't be waking up tomorrow otherwise.
He's got to slash and dash you in your sleep.
Yeah, 8th position for me. I've gone Leicester. They're just a force under Brendan Rodgers. Great team, great side. Probably do need to invest. They need to start thinking beyond Vardy. He is old now, very old. So I think he's only been making some appearances now.
Ryan Nelson.
Ryan Nelson.
I completely forgot about him.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Trying to get into his good books now.
I remember it, I just didn't want to steal everyone's spotlight.
Yeah, Ryan Nelson, don't you know him? Oh, guys, come on, one of the greatest Kiwis about. 7th place, Vinci, 7th.
I'll go West Ham. I reckon they get a striker. They're not too far off of it, really, are they? I mean, they did well last season to get to the final of the Europa League, but I reckon they could do well.
Probably butchering the name, but Winton Rufer. Did you know about him? Come on.
I can't even pretend to know that I know that one.
Ruby, 7th.
I'm going to go Tottenham.
Spurs, wow. Okay.
Ooh.
They started doing well at the end of the season, but I just think Kane will probably have another season like he did last season. Pretty much didn't really score that many goals, and they're going to rely on Son again, as they did.
Yes.
Or Richarlison.
When he isn't suspended.
Yeah.
Just imagine the amount of penalties Tottenham are going to get now when he plays.
Oh, yeah. And Kane's going to go, can I take it?
Oh, they're going to have arguments if they're playing alongside each other. Kane's going to want to take that penalty, but Richarlison's going to be a baby about it.
And dive.
And
Do you guys think Richarlison's going to even start? Because with Kulusevski, I don't even think he gets in that front three.
Depends on what.
Would you spend that amount? Would you spend that amount of money for a player to sit on the bench?
Well, they're in a lot of competitions, so there's going to be a lot of rotation, I imagine. So he'll get games. I just don't think he'll be the first name on the team sheet.
Well, he definitely won't be the start of the season.
Yeah, definitely not.
I definitely can't see Shane.
Shane? We said don't say Australian names.
I can see Kane not being able to share the front with Richarlison, because I know that they're gonna have arguments, and Richarlison's probably gonna say, "Kane slapped me around the face, so I dived."
Yeah, we've got to watch out. We've got to watch Harry Shane.
God, I've already had a few.
You've had so many Sinclairs.
Leave me alone.
I might just play the whole entire stream again for the Sinclair Award. 7th place for me. I've gone for West Ham for 7th place. I just think they're going to stick to how they were last season. David Moyes knows how to manage them, obviously. He's done pretty well with them. I can't see anything changing. If they do bring another player in, that could make them a lot stronger. If they don't make any signings and end up selling players, then I don't know, they may slip down the league a bit more. But I've gone 7th for them. Sixth, I have gone for Man United.
Oh, that's a bit low down.
Yeah, I've got Man United to finish sixth. I, regardless of that 4-0 friendly win that would no one to talk about, uh, I don't think Ten Hag is going to have a decent season. I really don't feel he is the right choice. I think he could potentially be one of the candidates for first manager sacked, in my honest opinion. I don't see Ten Hag being the best choice for Man United. So I've gone sixth for him. I still think they'll do pretty well in the league, but sixth is as high as I can go with them. Vincey.
I've gone for the same. I've gone United. They've lost their allure to players now, haven't they? Really. I mean, Frankie De Jong's still adamant that he doesn't want to go there. Not only that, the centre back that they're siding, this Lisandro Martinez, isn't he like 5'7"? So if you've got a slightly tallish striker, then you can have fun against them. He's just turning that team into his own personal Dutch team, isn't he? That's all he's really doing.
Much, yeah.
And
pretty much what Van Gaal did, didn't he, when he brought in Daley Blind?
Well, it was good as the Dutch team, that league is. It doesn't. They don't always cut it in the Premiership, especially their first season. A lot of them do eventually do all right, but first season for them is a huge learning curve. So it'll be a struggle for them, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Ruby, sixth.
I'm gonna go same.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hat trick.
Yeah, I've gone for the same, to be honest.
Zip, show's over. We all agreed on one. There we go. Done.
I've actually got a feeling that I missed out on another team.
Don't you dare say you've put. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go through this. Let's see. You've put. I don't know. You've changed your mind. You've got Nottingham Forest for the Champions League position. Top.
Back your stream. The stream.
Top 5. We are hitting Ruby, 5th position.
I'm probably going to say Arsenal. Yeah, they made some good signings, but I just don't think that they need better defenders. That's all I can say. Because the two centre backs that they've got, Ben White and whoever else, like, I don't even know.
Oh, Gabriel.
Yeah, like Ben White, Arsenal paid too much for, because Ben White was not worth the amount that they paid for.
And we destroyed at the end of last season, but yeah.
Yep. like, yeah. They got Jesus and that Vieira, but I think they might struggle defensively, to be honest. Like they always have since the day like the early days of Wenger. Like since he left, they've been dog shit in defence.
Yep. Vincey, 5th.
Yeah, I've gone Arsenal as well. Pretty much same reason as Ruby. I mean, they've got awful defenders. I mean, that Tomiyasu started out all right, and then end of the season he was dreadful. I mean, why would you be playing this Tomiyasu and send Bellerin out on loan? That makes zero sense to me. They deserve everything they get when it comes to losing. If they're sending out a player like Bellerin on loan, I mean that just doesn't make sense to me.
We got a hat trick again. We got another hat trick. I've got Arsenal as well for 5th. Yeah, again, I think Jesus is going to get them goals. He's definitely a younger, more fitter, and more alert goal scorer, I think. I think they were right to get rid of Aubameyang. Lacazette, I think, is off as well, on his way, or has already gone. So they brought in younger. Yeah, I feel they're definitely going to get the goals, but the back definitely needs sorting out. We completely, again, go back to the end of last season, we broke that defence apart and they did not know what to do. So, yeah, Arsenal, they'll still dominate games. There's no doubt about that. They will still finish higher in the league, but I still don't see them getting into a Champions League position yet. Oh, he's just realised who he's missed out, hasn't he?
Here comes Sinclair number 3.
Oh no! Into the Champions League positions we go.
Nottingham Forest. I knew that was the team I fucking missed.
You've gone for Nottingham Forest to finish fourth in the league.
You never know.
Brentford are finishing 8th. Nottingham Forest are finishing 4th.
Shame me.
Oh, I will. You can expect Thor to be making a video.
Oh, I know. I'm waiting for it.
Nottingham Forest are finishing in the champion. Okay, Nottingham Forest are finishing in the Champions League position. All right, fine. Why is that? Do explain.
Because that's my native mistake.
He wants a new fan base. That's what it is.
Do explain your logic behind how Nottingham Forest are getting into a Champions League position.
I made a boo boo.
You made a boo.
I made a big boo boo.
Oh, God. Wow.
That's 2 boo boos on me.
Oh my God.
Well, what was it? Brentford for 8th or 7th?
Brentford for 8th, Newcastle for 10th. How are Nottingham Forest and Brentford getting above us?
Technically, we're 8th.
Oh, fucking hell.
My God.
I haven't laughed this much in a while.
Oh, God. 15th. 4th. Vinci, 4th.
Sinclair Ward.
Don't you say Nottingham Forest.
Sorry, we're 4th place, weren't we? Was it 4th place?
Yeah,
the
4th.
First Champions League spot.
Chelsea. They lost Rudiger. Looks like Azpilicueta's going. They lost Christensen. Lukaku, not much of a loss, I know, but he's gone. I don't see him doing too much, and obviously there's rumours Barcelona want Marcos Alonso as well. It's a lot of players to replace.
Oh, apparently, I actually read reports that they don't want to sign him now.
Oh, really?
Because, yeah, they changed their mind on that now. When I read that,
Oh,
I was
right.
like, oh, okay. I didn't even know that they were even after him.
Yeah.
But,
No,
hey,
fair enough. But to be fair, I mean, obviously they're signing or trying to sign that Kalidou Koulibaly. They want Ake, which that's an odd one for me. I mean,
they got rid of him
to Bournemouth.
Then Man City bought him. Never really played him that much, and now Chelsea want to sign him back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for 45 million as well. Not even like it's a decent price, but yeah, it's stupid. And
they've just got Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling.
I still don't understand that deal.
No, I know he had a year left in his contract. So I get that, but I've never been his most outspoken fan, Sterling. But he does bring something to your club.
Yeah,
and he brings something to your team.
Pace.
yeah, pretty much. And to be fair, he's not as injury prone as players like Pulisic, is he? And he's definitely better than Ziyech. So they've upgraded slightly, but I can't see them getting third or above again this season. But Tuchel, you could sort of see it slipping off towards the end of last season. I just think maybe he's losing it a little bit.
Yeah. As you say that, I've got Chelsea for third.
Ooh.
That's Like,
I've got Spurs for fourth. I think Spurs are going to get in the Champions League position now. I think
Again.
Conte. He's a weird one. He is. He is a weird one. He's a good manager, but he's one that if he doesn't get what he wants, he walks. But when he first came in, he's saying like he wanted like 80 odd mil, so he could bring 6 Serie A players to the club. Putting in so many demands that how he wants money to spend. He wants this. He wants that. He's someone I don't know. He's someone I wouldn't want at my club.
I think he was trying to test Levy. Really, I think he was trying to test him because we all know that he is stuck up, and he'll give you money what he will give you. Like, when was the last time Spurs actually spent big? Any player.
30 mil, Musa Sissoko.
30 mil, yeah. And to be honest, I think that was a bad move, really.
Not for us, it was.
True.
We got a few quid out of that.
Yeah. Well, Ashley did.
Well, yeah.
yeah, actually did.
He pocketed 29 mil. We got about a quid or 99p. Same out of the 35 mil Andy Carroll deal.
Yeah.
To be honest, that was Liverpool's worst deal ever.
Then why'd you make it? He was on 11 goals for that season for us, and you're going to nick him.
I don't know if it's your worst. Nunes hasn't played yet, and I saw that miss he had the other day. That was that's foreshadowing.
That's his first few minutes being on the pitch.
No, I know. I'm only playing, but if there was a compilation going around before you signed him of all the misses and things that he'd done over in the Portuguese league, and he misses a lot, but he'll get a lot of chances to put it in the back of the net. He seems like one of those players that will take 5 to score, but when he does score, he'll put another 2 in the back of the net afterwards.
You can have Chris Wood if you like.
To be honest, is Gab Diaz next to him? Diaz is fucking.
Diaz, I do like Diaz. I think he is a good, decent player.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to trade him for Chris Wood?
Fuck off. You can keep him.
Go on, we'll throw Dwight Gale in as a little sweetener.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, go on. You can have Dwight Gale.
Well, you never know. Klopp might actually make him into a world-class player.
Well, I don't know about that, but he's good at making tea, I hear.
Yeah, so do I.
But you're not employed. Top 3. Now, I believe Ruby's already let slip what he's done, but I actually do have the same one for number 3. So, Vincey, who you going for number 3? Who's the top 3?
I've gone Spurs.
Ooh.
Let's face it, we all know who the top 2 are going to be.
Nottingham Forest, according to him.
Yeah, come on. He's got some intelligence. They're 4th. They're not 3rd or top. But no, yeah. So I think Spurs, because they've made some really good improvements. I mean, Basuma for me is probably one of the, not one of the best, but one of the sort of up there players in that defensive midfield position. So they've improved there on Højbjerg, because let's face it, Højbjerg.
He wasn't that great.
No,
to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah, he's very meh. Richarlison's insignificant in all of this. I couldn't give a toss about that lad.
So don't worry.
But yeah, you know they've got a good backup goalkeeper and Fraser Forster.
Which I can see him playing in the cup games because he is a decent goalkeeper.
Yeah,
like we never gave him a chance.
No, we didn't. I mean, he went to Celtic and obviously the rest is history. But he was phenomenal from then on. But yeah, they've signed good players. I mean, Ivan Perisic, he's quality, that lad. Whether he'll be able to bring it in the Premier League at 34, 35 years of age.
I
What
thought.
about that new striker they signed, Harry Shane?
You're
Oh dear. Oh yeah. No, I mean, if they can keep Kane and Son fit, they'll do really well this season.
I think they signed him from that fourth place Nottingham Forest.
Oh dear.
So yeah, me and Ruby have gone
just-
the same for third place. We've gone for Chelsea.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut until Jason tells me.
Chelsea third place. We've both gone for that. Why have you gone Chelsea?
I think, well, I'm hoping Timo Werner actually has an actual decent season because he's been there how long now? Just over a season now? Or did he join last season?
No, says this would be his third season, I think, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say. I think it's maybe his third. He's not really scored that many. If you look back at his career, he was a beast. He was an absolute dominant in the Bundesliga. As soon as he came to the Premier League, his goals dried up.
To be fair, haven't they been? They've been playing him more as a wide player, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been playing him more as a. No, I think his natural position is more winged,
Winger.
but he's been played as a more central striker.
So I think that's what they need to do. Like they need to play him in his proper position. And if they do, he could be a fucking cracking player. But striker-wise, they need to sign another striker. But I've heard that they're trying to go for Ronaldo, but they've gone, nah.
Nah, I see the report this morning that a Saudi team has offered Ronaldo something like 280 million quid just to play 2 seasons with him.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would.
I would. Just to kick a ball around for 90 minutes, I'm sold. Yeah, I've gone Chelsea third as well. So it's that top 2. It's that top 2. Will Fulham be in that top 2?
I've already said Fulham.
Will Southampton take the league home?
Oh dear.
Oh,
But that's the thing. Like the Premier League is so unpredictable. You just don't know because any team can fall short. Anything could happen.
evening, Rainey. Hope you're well. Evening, lads. Watching
Evening,
from work.
lads.
Skiving 15 minutes to go. Where do you think we're going to finish in the league, Rainey? Put it in the chat. This one over here thinks Nottingham Forest is going to finish 4th.
Oh.
I've made a mistake, all right?
Oh.
Top 2. So, on the count of 3, let's say our second choice. I swear to God, if he says Fulham or Villa or something like that, 1, 2, 3, Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Sunderland.
Sunderland. Get out.
I'm joking.
Simbin.
How was that meant to banter? Fucking hell. No, properly though, Man City.
You would, wouldn't you? You bloody well would.
Of course, you two are going to say fucking Liverpool.
Because Man City have brought the league with Haaland.
Mhm.
Well, I think Haaland might struggle. I think he
think?
might struggle. Yeah.
But then they've got Julian Alvarez to fall back on.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
So
Who you got?
We've got Nunes, we've got Jota, we've got Diaz, we've got Salah.
Again, who you got?
More than you.
We got Chris. Well, we haven't got Chris Wood. He never turned up, but yeah. Stranger things have happened. 8th, 6th place, European night, back to St James's of Hope.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty happy with my 8th place prediction now.
I am.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed going for 9th place, and he's gone for bloody Brentford to finish 8th. Especially Nottingham Forest back in 4th.
Exactly what I said.
Another 2 plays. God.
Oh dear.
I made a mistake. Nottingham Forest completely evaporated out my mind.
You do know there's 20 teams in the Premier League, don't you? Not 19. The Bundesliga and the Eredivisie have 18 teams in their main league, but they don't have 19 teams.
Oh dear.
Oh God. Yeah, everybody just put bets on Nottingham Forest getting in the Champions League. You're on a winner here.
Harry Shane, the top scorer.
Yeah, Harry Shane, top scorer. Yeah, he's going to get the golden boot.
Oh dear.
4.5 goals.
More than Chris Wood.
Oh.
Chris Wood wouldn't even get the half a goal, let alone fucking 4.5.
Oh no, is Dean still in the chat? Because he ain't gonna like that.
I think he's gone.
I think once he had Nottingham Forest fourth, we went, fuck this, I'm out of here.
This guy's on something, I'm going. God. So why have you got Liverpool, Vincy?
I don't know. I mean, both teams are so evenly matched. It's really hard to put anything between them. But Haaland, that is the only reason. I mean, it's Erling Haaland. The guy's goals to games ratio is ridiculous, and the size of him, he's a monster. There's not really any other reason that's needed. I mean, you look at his subs, the lad that will come on as a sub for him as well, Julian Alvarez. Look how many goals he's been getting out in Argentina. I know it's Argentina, but they're just so free scoring, them two strikers that they've brought in, that you can't overlook that, to be honest. And as much as I like players like Nunes and Luis Diaz for Liverpool, I don't know. I feel like an injury to somebody like Virgil van Dijk, and you guys are not in trouble, but you're lacking a little bit in that department because Van Dijk is such a quality player. Anyone would struggle to replace him. So that's literally the only reason. I mean, one small injury to a Liverpool player, and that's it.
Yeah, if you take out Matip and Van Dijk, you will struggle big time. So you need those backups that are going to be able to fill that spot with ease.
I will admit, last season was probably Matip's best season. His first season that he hasn't been broken down really. Like ever since he joined, he's always been constantly injured. Like every 2-3 games, boom, injured. Comes back 2-3 games, boom, injured. So last season was his best season, and to be honest, I think he was nearly on par with Van Dijk. To be honest,
Yes, yeah, I'd agree on that one. I mean, before you signed him, he was heavily linked with us as well, Matip.
He was.
Then you got him there just in front of us, got him, and yeah. I thought we dodged a bullet there because he didn't have the best of starts. But last season, I think I had him in my fantasy team because I knew he was going to be quite decent, and he was.
Yeah, I have to say, I think that Kanate did quite well.
Oh,
He wasn't a bad little defender for you guys.
Oh, don't mention Kanate to him. I remember another huge rant he did. Wasn't that in the Champions League?
I can't remember if it was the Champions League final or not. I can't remember. But I do remember one game where he was fucking fantastic. He had Ronaldo in his back pocket.
Well, ain't that hard to have a pensioner in his back pocket?
Just take away the walking stick, don't you?
You know, even Emil Kraft, when he can't even play, can do that. Oh dear. Right, so apart from him down there, obviously boasted, "Oh, Liverpool going to win." Why are you going to win the league? Go on, let's hear this one.
I don't know, to be honest. I just think Man City have signed some good players. Like Calvin Phillips, he ain't gonna start. He's got 3 amazing midfielders ahead of him for how much? 60 mil was it, or 40 mil?
45 with add-ons up to something like 60, I think.
So about 60.
So if you think about it, it's gonna be a bit similar to Tottenham's ideal, really. Like having a 60 mil rated player on the bench, and then it's just gonna be exactly the same ideal. Yeah, Haaland. Yeah, like I remember. I think it was last season. I think it was last season or season before, where it was getting injured quite a lot. I think it was last season, but by the end of it, he was getting a bit injury prone. But I think that's where he's going to struggle, and the pace of the Premier League as well is completely different to the Bundesliga. Completely. Julian Alvarez, like, I think he's a quite decent player. Like, yeah, as Jason said, like, he's going to come on for Haaland. And I think Man City getting rid of Jesus was quite a good deal, to be honest, because he wasn't getting any game time. Like, he was barely used last season until I think it was like early in the season when Aguero left. That's when he started using him a lot more, but till the end, I think they was using Sterling as a striker, if I rightly remember. But yeah, I think Arsenal did a really good deal on getting Jesus, where he's going to get so much more game time.
Yeah, I find it to be an odd one that Man City were willing to get rid of Jesus. I think he's a pretty decent player. He's young. He knows how to score. He's still growing. I mean, I'd quite happily have had him. We were linked with him at one point, but Arsenal got there. We thought we might as well let him have one player. We did take Bruno from them.
Yeah.
And he did score against them.
Which was a cracking goal as well.
Of course. But yeah, Jesus one I thought was a weird one. I thought he would have stayed there a little longer, but yeah.
I'm not sold, to be honest, on Jesus yet. I'm not entirely sold on him. I have to be honest. I mean, he's not consistently scoring 20 plus goals a season for a player that's so highly rated. You'd expect that from him. But then I've been listening to some things and reading some reports about him, and there's a South American football correspondent was saying that apparently he wants to play on the wing. He prefers cutting in from the right rather than playing as a central striker. And Arteta is going to play him as sort of a number 9 essentially.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, he's got the number.
not going to be. Yeah, is he going to thrive there? Who knows? Who knows?
What happened to you guys? I'm going not on Team Review anymore. I'm not on there because I'm not. Well, the season's not started, so I'm not really doing any much content at the minute. And also, I'm not. I said before at the season end, I'm not going to do no transfer videos because I'm not interested in rumors and links. If I want more concrete stuff, if I want to put out a video about something like that, so probably why I'm distancing from other channels until the season's off, and then I'll start making appearances again. Skamaka, I hope I spelled it right there. Your spelling is as good as mine. So the geezer who should be in black and white. There's loads of players who should be in black and white. Jesus is awful. Hope he bombs at Arsenal. I actually think he'll do well at Arsenal. They've picked the right choice instead of having Aubameyang and Lacazette. They've got a younger, more hungrier player there. I think he'll be a lot better there.
Like for the last 2-3 years, they've been relying on Aubameyang and Lacazette. And to be honest, they're not getting any younger. They're in their 30s now. They're gone past their prime. Well, Aubameyang went past his prime when he was at Bayern. Dortmund.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, is Jesus an upgrade in what they've got, which is Nketiah? Then definitely. But there's a lot of expectation with him coming in, and it's whether he's going to be able to shoulder that responsibility. Because obviously you've got the World Cup coming up, and he's fighting for a place with Richarlison to be Brazil's first choice. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, given that they're rival clubs as well. That'll be really interesting. But I don't know. I want him to do well because everybody wants to see good football.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know.
Sure. Would you guys take Morelos? Is that the Rangers striker you're on about there?
I think so.
For me, he just likes getting a red card.
He does. He's too hot-headed, I think. And when you've got Wilson, that's mostly in the medical room. You don't need a guy that's going to be sat back in the changing room all the time, do you? So
exactly, and you don't want to keep relying on a 2x4 plank of
And how long's he been at Rangers for? He's been there for quite a long time now.
He's been linked with so many moves away, yet he's still there. Just when he gets linked, he gets sent off. Is it me or should Toon test Roma for Tammy? I would give Tammy Abraham another season. Yeah, Roma. He's only had one season now. If he can do the same as he's done this season and score goals, then maybe put in a cheeky offer for him in January or next season. But I wouldn't do it just yet.
In the season that he started for Chelsea, I think he was doing really good.
Yes.
And then they just decided to get rid of him. I don't understand why.
No,
he started off really well.
Wasn't it Lampard that got rid of him?
Yeah.
And wasn't it Lampard that got rid of Richarlison? What is it with Lampard and getting rid of teams' best players? Now just see why why I put them in the relegation zone.
Do you know why I put them in relegation zone?
No, but I'm interested to see why you put Nottingham Forest fourth in the league.
Because I made a big mistake.
Oh, really? I think Abraham will be outstanding in a surprise package at World Cup if he is selected. We all know Gareth Southgate have picked players over form.
I don't see him going to us unless we get European football. I mean, it's going to be hard to price somebody away from Roma because you all know how he's working under Jose Mourinho in Italy, which isn't the most difficult league in the world. His friend Fikayo Tomori's there, so he's got a buddy over there. He's happy. like you said, it'd take 50 to 60 million, but I think it'd also take European football.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Forest, well, according to Wim, Forest will stay up.
Yeah, stay up in the Champions League spot.
Stay up in the Champions League spot. Yeah, I wonder how far they can get. They'd probably go all the way again. Relive history.
Oh, I'm not going to let this down there.
Nope. Oh, right. Before we sign off, the final question: who is the first manager to get sacked in the Premier League?
Ooh.
Mine is going to be either Ten Hag or Lampard.
That's difficult.
That is really hard. Jesse Marsh.
That's
I think Jesse Marsh.
Jurgen Klopp. What? Arteta. I did say at the end of last season, I reckon Arteta was going to go, but then he signed a new bloody deal.
Yeah,
I remember. I
Vieira in at Arsenal. Ooh, Vieira going to Arsenal.
That could be an interesting one, you know. That could actually happen.
Yeah, because he's the only former player that's actually been a manager. Because all the other former, apart from
Arteta.
Yeah, apart from Arteta, but at least Vieira has actually had more experience being a manager. So I think once he's had a few more years at Palace, I think he might be an Arsenal manager at some point.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me. I reckon he could do something there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who do you think is going to get sacked first? I think if I had to choose between Ten Hag and Lampard, I think I would go Lampard.
Yeah, I think it's got to be one of them, isn't it?
Yeah. I think I'm going to go Lampard. Because, to be honest, he hasn't really done such an amazing job at all. And he's not a good manager at all. Like, he hasn't really got any proper experience as a manager, really.
Look at the signings he's got in as well. Dele Alli. He's looking at Harry Winks. He wants Harry Winks. No one wants Harry Winks. I mean, what Tarkowski got relegated in the Burnley defence was all right, but wasn't great.
I am so glad we didn't go get him.
Oh, that was a relief.
Yeah, he's like 30.
He's sold the best players for that team and has bought in absolute garbage. 40 mil for bloody Dele Alli.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Ben Mee sign for them soon as well.
Van der Bench on the fucking bench.
Yeah.
My God, what has Lampard done to that? Lampard's doing a great job at Everton, I must say. He's definitely taking them in the right direction.
They're going to win the league.
No, not the price. They're going to get there first. If England went in for Howe, do you think he'll say no with the project soon? I reckon he would.
Depends how long he's been with us. If it was after the World Cup.
I think it was going to say the Howe at England after the World Cup. And then if England went to. So
I think if England don't do well at the World Cup, I think that's going to be it for Southgate.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially after those last few games.
Oh, they were bloody terrible.
Only
scored like one goal, and I think it was a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think was it Harry Shane?
He played like Harry Shane.
Taking corners as well.
Jesus Christ.
I actually think Everton do well this year, but I do agree Lamps will go. Brendan Rodgers, I actually thought wow, okay.
Ooh, that's an outside shout. That could be a good shout.
Sean Dyche in at Everton.
Do you know what? I don't think Sean Dyche should be a bad shout for England manager if Southgate goes.
Sean Dyche was an option that I would have had at Newcastle before all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, good work. Team finished. No, yay! I won't know it. Yay! Andrew, you're one of my favourites now. Yeah. So yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. We've got our relegation. We've got our Champions League, apart from one silly twat who's gone for someone else. We've got our not fully agreed on our winners. Okay, we've got our. So we all agreed on Lampard to be the first one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lampard out first.
I think I'll give Ten Hag probably about half season to see how they do.
Yeah,
I'd
I'd say something like a Moyes syndrome where he only got 6 months and then he was booted.
Because I'm not being funny, but Ten Hag, like, he's been going after his players from Ajax. Because wasn't it Justin Timber, the right back at Ajax?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake.
Anthony.
Yeah.
But I think they've already said no about that deal now because Ajax wanted like 60 odd mil.
Yeah, they said there was quoted like 40 to 60 mil for him.
But
it's not like they can afford him because they're like 800 mil in debt, something like that as well.
Yeah, because didn't they offer Ten Hag like 100 mil transfer budget?
Yeah,
and
something like that. Like, where's the money going to fucking go? All that money went on one player.
And
now, it's still going to win it. Frankie de Jong, if they can get him.
Yeah, massive. They can have Chris Wood for 100 mil.
Well, Barcelona want money, so apparently
they also want. So. Wasn't there rumours that Barca wanted Man United to pay the 17 million in deferred wages to Frankie de Jong in order for the transfer to go through? There was rumours that was what was happening over there.
Oh wow, I didn't know about that.
I didn't know about that. If it ain't nothing to do with Newcastle, I ain't interested in other news.
I get bored easy, so I just look at everything.
Oh, this team wants this person. No, I couldn't give a shit. Newcastle in for him. What? Okay, I'm interested now.
It's like, because Lewandowski wants to go to Barcelona as well, but Bayern aren't letting him go there unless Barcelona put in a decent amount of money, which I think Bayern wanted like 40 to 50 mil. I think it was.
For a 34-year-old, that's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like you're going to get a season out of him before he retires.
Yeah.
Well last
thing Lewandowski goes, Ronaldo's probably going to go to Bayern.
Well, I believe there's the oldest player still plays in football to this day, and I think it's like
an Asian.
It's a Japanese guy. He's like plays for Yokohama FC, and he's like 75, and he's a striker. He actually got a couple of goals last season as well. Like, wow, this guy's actually good. Sign him up.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, don't say that. United scouts will be on him there.
Wow. Oh, well, I think we'll leave it at that then.
Yep.
Cheers, guys, for coming on. Fitzy, where can we find you?
I'm on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube.
And your YouTube name is?
Literally. No, it's not that. Sorry, that's my Twitter name. It's NUFC Roundtable. You can find me on YouTube.
And where do we find Ruby? You find him in the Champions. You find him in the bar getting drugged up when I put him on the Forest on Champions League position.
You'll find me on Twitter at DarkRuby94, the same as on Facebook.
Awesome, guys. Check them out. Cheers for coming on, and chat to you whenever.
See you later, guys.
Which Jason will probably be after the show.
Most likely. Catch you guys later.
See you later, mate.
So there we go, guys. Welcome. Cheers for tuning in. And again, as soon as the videos are gone, as soon as the video goes offline, you can leave your comments down below. Share it about with everybody. Let them know the videos about ready to view. Tell them to sub. Tell them to share with others. Tell them to sub. Let's try and get our way up to the 300 mark. Again, in the link in the description down below, you'll find links to join my Discord server, my Facebook group for the channel, a link to donate if you wish to donate. I've not really got to 1,000, so obviously do the cheaters way of donating. Other than that, guys, do hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell as well so you never miss a video from me in future. You'll always be notified the moment I put a video out or the moment that I go live. And yeah, other than that, do take care. And I will try and sort something out for a video before the season starts, or maybe a couple of videos before then. Just have a random chat with people, or just find something to do just to get some content out there before the season goes. So other than that, oh, by the way, we do play 1860 Munich tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to see the first half because I will have to go to work then. But yeah, I'll give a little prediction for that. It is going to be live on their Newcastle United YouTube channel, so you can watch it for free. And it will also be for free on the NUFC TV as well, I believe, as well. But other than that, I'm going to go with a 3-0 win. I'll go with a 3-0 win for that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'm back. I am around. Take care, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See you later.